grab a drink, because this is Hangover Time.
Well, guys, I don't know what to say. Today was a rough day for, I think, a lot of us. Myself more than anybody. Throughout the last, I would say, month and a half, maybe even longer, my mentions have been on fire. People are very mean to me and our overweight starting point guard. And I think today's the day I realized that this is all this motherfucker's fault. And he was worse than Udonis Haslem, who I believe is my grandmother's age, who left World War II Italy. I don't know how he didn't have more turnovers. He was minus 17, which feels honestly like good considering how bad he looked on the floor.
He said he escaped Mussolini.
Alex Mussolini.
Was that at me or?
He was the reason they lost today. It wasn't, we can make excuses and we can filter out. Dedmon didn't even play. They didn't play Dwayne Dedmon. And I thought that, wow, what a win. They're not going to, and no, Kyle Lowry is the new Dwayne Dedmon. He's the new mechanic. And
minus 17.
Minus 17. Garbage. No, yeah, it's over, guys. It's done. I think this man's cooked. Take me out, Brass.
Well, wow.
Alf, you want to follow up on that?
Somber.
Bam Adebayo's an all-star.
2 times. 2 times.
Hell yeah.
2 times.
Hey, now he's an all-star.
2 times.
2 times.
Killing him softly with his song, with his jumper. 2-time all-star. Hey, listen. Oh, look at the lovely graphic. Bam Adebayo, 2-time all-star, legit 20 and 10. Not 20, not 19.8 and 9.9. Legit 20 and 10, dude.
20 how
Bam
what?
Adebayo's a goddamn all-star. He has been the best player on the Miami Heat this season. Tonight, 32, 9 and 3, like every crucial shot in the fourth quarter, and they came up short. Yes, I know. It's a fucking one regular season game on a goddamn Thursday night in January, February, whatever you want to call it. It's Black History Month. Shout out to all my black people. I don't give a fuck. Bam Adebayo is an all-star. And he motherfucking deserves to be. He has been the best player on the Miami Heat this season. Somebody got him, he's better than Jimmy Butler? No, he is not a better player than Jimmy Butler. But he has been the best player on the Miami Heat this season. The Miami Heat are a 6th seed. Only like half a game up on the Knicks right now. Doesn't matter. They're still a 6th seed. Bam Adebayo is a motherfucking all-star. He got the nod tonight. He motherfucking deserves it. Kiss my ass if you think other way. Oh, he's not a max player. He's not a... Shut up. Like tonight, he showed you. Give that man the ball in the fourth quarter. Ain't gonna do something. Now, maybe Coach Moshe do not play the worst motherfucking lineup I've ever seen in my goddamn life at the end of the third quarter. Haywood Highsmith was the best player on the floor for the Miami Heat at the end of the third quarter. Like, what was that fucking lineup he was playing? But anyway, Bam came in. They made a run. They made a show of it in the fourth quarter. They got close. You're on the road in New York. The Knicks are playing well. We want to make fun of the Knicks. The Knicks are bad. The Knicks are shit. The Knicks are a decent team. They lost a game by 2 points. They made a game of it. All right, listen. And they play the same game they've been playing for fucking 8 weeks now, where there's multiple games over 500. They just, they play these close games. They grind it out to the end, and they out-execute other teams for the most part. 70% of the time, they out-execute teams in this scenario. Tonight, they didn't. I am Alphonse Sidney, a.k.a. Alf954. Welcome into the Miami Heat Beat postgame show Hangover Time. If you're watching live on Twitch, twitch.tv/Miami Heat Beat, thank you. Send us your subscriptions. Send us your all the bits and all that other stuff. We love you. You guys are the best. If you're watching live on the 5 Reasons YouTube page, we love you guys as well. But we're gonna start transitioning back over to Twitch only. So please check us out on Twitch. If you're watching the replay on either the Miami Heat beat or the 5 Reasons YouTube page, we love you as well. But just make sure you subscribe and like the video. And if you're listening tomorrow morning on the Miami Heat Beat podcast stream, wherever you find your podcast, Spotify or wherever else, I don't know who's not using Spotify. Like, if you're still using like Podbean or them other shits, much respect to you. Either way, keep using that shit because that's where we make our money. Bring me out, Brass. This is like the longest intro in the history of my.
I was gonna say that rant really petered out, and then it turned into a promo, and then
I love it.
Hey,
listen, Moose, I don't need your fucking critiques tonight. I'm annoyed. We lost to the fucking Knicks. All right, I don't need. You didn't do the promo right, or I took too long. It was G's fault crying over Kyle Lowry. How you gonna cry over fucking 3 points? Listen. Yeah. We'll talk about Kyle in a minute, but his backup wasn't much fucking better. Okay, so that has been my entire point this whole time about Kyle Lowry. But anyway, Brass, listen, let's not belabor the point. Let's find out who kicked our ass tonight.
They kicked our ass.
Moose, who kicked our ass tonight?
Thank you for reading the private chat, Alf. I appreciate that.
Oh, what?
Listen,
I'm sorry. No,
I don't have a who kicked our ass tonight.
Take him out, Brass.
Because,
take him out, Brass. Take him out.
Yeah, take me out. Come on. Read the private chat. Damn.
Hold on. Let me read this. Wait. I want... Please go to me last. Oh, Kenny. Who kicked our ass tonight?
Oh, man. So, kind of, I shouldn't back up G, but it's just, I had this idea anyway. Father Time kicked our ass. And I think watching these last 2 games, just trying to see if there's validity to people doing a little corny shit where they're like posting Kyle's stats at halftime and all this other shit. I've been paying very close attention to him and just knowing the NBA history the way I know it. He looks like, and I don't say this to be mean or slander or something, he just looks like a guy whose body is telling him to retire. And it told him that in the playoffs when he hurt his hamstring, but with today's medicine, he tried to come back. It just felt like it made sense to come back. But just realistically, he's 36, turns 37 next month. Everybody can't be LeBron playing that long. It's just kind of time for him to go ahead and just focus on his family and shit. And again, I don't say it to be mean, but it's no. I don't say it to be mean, but it's just like it happens to every player, and it just looks like it's his time. He's hesitant to shoot.
Go home and be a family man on some Street Fighter shit.
No, again, not to be, he's hesitating to shoot. He's not taking the angles he used to take. It's just he looks like his body's not letting him do what he wants to do anymore.
What's the excuse for Gabe Vincent? Is what I want to know. It's just Kyle's body tailted because he's too old. What's Gabe Vincent's excuse?
Gabe Vincent's excuse is that he's Gabe Vincent, and I think a bum ankle. We just have to stop like trying to promote guys to situations they're not ready for.
So Gabe's still hurt, okay? Because when he was hitting 27 points per game, I heard he was the next coming of Tim Hardaway. Anyway, Brass, who kicked our ass tonight?
Yeah, I think. Well, it's fitting that on our first Hangover Time of Black History Month, that RJ Barrett kicked our ass. We deserve this. We deserve this for all last Black History Month. And I don't know, maybe this Black History Month too. We'll see. Again, Alf writes the scripts, okay? Don't judge me. All right. I just produced the shit. This sucks. This really sucks. I was in Cleveland feeling fucking good, which is very hard to say about Cleveland.
Nobody's ever said that.
That last game was amazing, and to come to and see this, I'm so glad I didn't go tonight because I almost did. But I do want to mention, we do have a correspondent there this evening. Miss Tiffany Meeks is at Madison Square Garden. I'm sure just delighted to have witnessed that live
Tiffany
tonight.
Meeks.
Can't hear you, Alf.
Oh, I'm sorry, Brian.
Right,
who kicked our ass tonight?
I mean, read my handle.
Oh,
Oh, Lowry equals
Audio medium.
wow.
weight. It says Brian Goins, parentheses, Lowry
tell-
equals weight basket.
One of the founders
Wait,
of the Heat
no.
Move
Here's the
podcast
founder
that
of this
were
podcast.
still an audio.
Audio medium.
Let's just point out, Alf
Minus
just said-
17 kicked her ass.
Alf just said we make most of our money on the audio only side.
Wait,
And the
Kenny,
owner of the company said,
I can say that all we want. Wait till we go to Black in Time. Nobody's gonna get the joke on the podcast.
Oh no, you're not speaking that way.
By the way, it is Black History Month, and we will be going Black in Time tonight. You got anything else, Brian, or just Lowry sucks?
He's got 2 more games in a Heat uniform, hopefully.
Oh my God!
Wow.
Ooh,
That's
very
brutal.
savage.
Yeah,
G opened the floodgates, huh?
yeah.
Frankie,
I apologize to all Heat fans for saying he had to apologize to Lowry earlier in the season. I'll put that
Frankie,
out
who
there,
kicked
too.
our ass tonight?
I love that the first game of Black History Month, RJ Barrett was just like, bring the white man to me and score. That was the whole strategy tonight. Quentin Grimes kicked our ass, man. That guy kept fucking hitting shot after shot. It was no surprise he hit the biggest shot of the night. Quentin Grimes kicked our ass. Random scrub he killed. He's pretty good. Heat fans won't know who he is, but he's too good to be a random scrub heat killer.
That's random enough.
I'm going to piggyback on what Brass said. Every time RJ Barrett saw Tyler Hero, it was barbecue fucking chicken. Like that man had no shot whatsoever of stopping RJ Barrett. Like the only thing that could stop RJ Barrett was the civil rights movement. Like that dude got wherever he wanted, whenever he wanted. Like it was. I mean, I swear to God, like you would think there weren't segregated water fountains or some shit. Like he was going wherever he felt like he needed to be. Brass, why you?
I don't know.
Shaking your head?
I don't know. No. I can't comment on any of this.
Frankie, that's not funny.
It's February. We're not allowed to speak for this month. Listen,
Kenny, what do you think?
I got to take here.
Oh, go ahead.
You know
Go
what?
ahead,
It's okay.
Bruce.
No. It's fine. You know what? You guys are all being so negative tonight. Who kicked our ass? Kyle Lowry's over. Let me tell you something. Do you not understand what we saw tonight? We saw Miami Heat history, okay? Udonis Haslem, number 40, set a new rebounding record. The new career rebounding leader with 5,788. That's right, baby. 2 more to the record books. Not only did he already have the record, but then he broke it and topped himself again. Every time he plays, it's a new record. This is history. Why are you guys so sad? We're witnessing the greatest Heat captain of all time redefine the record books every time he steps on the court. Who cares about Kyle Lowry and his fat ass that he's dragging all over Madison Square Garden? I'm kind of running out of steam. Wasn't expecting the full screen. What?
I feel like you retarded his jersey behind you.
Well, you know what? It is going to go up into the rafters. The problem is this place is so small that technically is the rafters. You can't go any higher. I can't jump. But anyways, take me out, Brass. Let's celebrate our captain, our warrior, Udonis Haslem.
Ron DeSantis taking away those history books.
Oh no.
What I'm saying is you guys
Udonis
stop
is so
focusing on the negative and look at the positive.
That's funny. Udonis Haslem is so old that Ron DeSantis doesn't want us talking about him. Kenny.
Yeah.
Udonis is Black history. Kenny.
Jesus, take me out, Russ.
Yeah.
Literally.
I mean, the Miami Heat, they just beat Cal says first hangover time of Black History Month, and we've got Moose, Brian, Frankie, and Brass. Wow. It's
Listen,
true.
we're
Kenny,
gonna get
we're gonna get
Tiff on.
tonight.
We're gonna get Tiff on in a bit.
Yeah.
Oh,
We
there's a lot of
invited
jokes.
Vaughn.
Long
She
callback.
couldn't make it.
Well, at the same time, we're getting Tiff on from Manhattan, so it counts. But
And honestly, there's a lot of jokes that can be made tonight that they can't laugh at. But Kenny, they beat the Cavs on Tuesday night. Like that was a huge win, big win, because apparently I've been told that the Heat only beat bad teams without their stars. And tonight they beat the Cavs in Cleveland Tuesday night. Now tonight they go into Madison Square Garden. They lose by 2 points. it hurts. Kyle and Jimmy played terrible games, but overall, the Heat are sitting in a pretty decent spot. Like, I'm looking at the standings, and yes, it's after halfway through the season. Now I'm looking at the standings. The 4 seed is not out of the question.
Right. So when they started during the game, they were 2.5 games behind 4, I believe, which honestly, it's probably gonna go down tonight. But just overall, I think this Heat team obviously is good if you want to be objective about it and not piss them on all day. But they lost to a good Knicks team. And I know we hate the Knicks being good, but the reality is they couldn't stop them. But it kind of makes sense because over the past 10 games, I believe the Knicks are leading the league in offensive rating. So there's something there. And so I kind of take this loss with a grain of salt. I trust Jimmy to be better. I don't necessarily trust Kyle to be better, but Jimmy being better makes a huge difference. And so I'm not too worried.
Brass, they're 1.5 games out of the 5 seed. They're 3 games out of the 4 seed. And you're looking at a Brooklyn Nets team that without Kevin Durant, right? Like, they are vulnerable. But these are games like tonight that he'd have to win. Games like the game against Charlotte that he'd have to win. Now, for the most part, the Heat have been winning games since the beginning of December. Like, they're one of the best teams in the NBA since the beginning of December. But nights like tonight, it just reminds you over and over again that despite the record, Miami has some glaring flaws. Like Orlando Robinson, okay? Let's put this in perspective.
Landy.
Orlando Robinson goes down with a thumb injury. That is a 2-way contract guy. That is not even one of your roster guys, right? He goes out with a thumb injury, and now you have to play Udonis Haslem 10 minutes. There are some glaring flaws in this team. And at some point, we are getting very close to the deadline. Can we address some of this shit?
They gotta address something because I can't handle this anymore. I can't even remember a season like this where every game goes down to the wire, and you don't even. How many times has there been a blowout on either end? Maybe we blown out a team once, twice. Maybe we've been blown out once, twice. But that's about it. Every game. This wasn't as great before this season. I feel like Obama when he got in, first day of office, and when he left, that's what Heat fans are like. That's why everyone is just fighting each other. Yeah, it's tiring. You can't sit back and just enjoy shit. And yeah, they have to. They got to make a move. They have some dead weights. We've seen enough
and dead men's.
And yeah, exactly. It's so frustrating because you said, we're easily within reach of a 4 seed. If you just could win these fucking games, we've seen so many of these games against even worse teams than this season, and they just let them slip away. And I'm fucking tired of it.
They've won so many of these games that they probably should have lost. You know what I mean? So it's they have
win is a win, man. Win's a win. I can't take
they have a 0.3 point differential. They are the epitome of could go either way, Brian. They are the living embodiment of could go either way, might go either way. Shout out Crab Smart Peddler. They are just they are what their record says they are. They're a little bit above average. They're not as bad as some people in Heat Twitter. You would swear to God, these motherfuckers is 0-42 when you read Heat Twitter. And then there's some people in Heat Twitter that act like they're title contenders. It's somewhere in the middle, right? They're slightly above average. But Brian, what I wanted to ask you is you watch tonight. Mm-hmm. They don't have a backup center. And since this motherfucker threw a massage gun on the court, Dwayne Dedmon has not played a minute. They did not have a backup center tonight, and they went to Udonis Haslem before Dwayne Dedmon. To me, this has every signal of a guy that's about to get traded.
You hope so, right? I feel like, oh shit. I feel like at this point, they have to make a move or sign somebody and fucking take the luxury tax hit and hope you can waive somebody towards the end of the season and do what they did with Rodney Magruder towards the end of the year, where the Clippers saved the Heat from going to luxury tax because they just picked him up off the waivers. Like, I don't know. At this point, they need to do something, because if he's going to be out for at least 2 or 3 weeks with a fractured thumb, and you're not going to play Dedmon, like a single minute, you're going to play Udonis Haslem. Haslem's going to go down if you're going to play him these heavy minutes. Like 7 minutes is a lot for him. So I don't know. Like I feel like
they're talking about a record.
They got 2 games. They're lucky that they have like a 4-game break after this next game against Milwaukee on Saturday. So they have a 4-day like rest break before their next game, and then the trade deadline kicks in. So like, can they make it work for 2 more games? Maybe. But you hope they win at least one of those 2 games, because I feel like how are you going to survive those non-bam? The thing is, how are you going to survive those non-bam minutes? Because they didn't today.
Have to wait for the deadline? Like
they don't.
I just don't get that part. Like, why can't there be a move now for Dedmon?
Because usually what happens is these NBA teams, especially if you're going to try to make a trade where you're using him packaged for a bigger trade, you're not just trying to dump him off for just another veteran that's not really going to help you. I think personally, if you're an NBA GM, you're going to be waiting until the very deadline to see who gets the best bid in before the clock runs out. And then that's a trade you end up sending. So personally, Miami doesn't have any leverage with Dedmon at this point. They're just hoping to get rid of him and get somebody back that's useful in return using his contract.
Frankie,
I don't know if they can make that happen until Thursday.
Frankie, I seen Barry Jackson Barry Jackson's going through it this season. I mean, with all the teams. Like, I've never seen Barry so emotional. There's a lot. I don't know if there's other things going on in his life, but he's just been very emotional on my Twitter timeline. And he's saying that, like, basically the Heat are in fucking salary hell and
talking shit about children.
She doesn't like kid cashers, like just a mean motherfucker. Right. One of the things I didn't understand is like he's like they got to get rid of Dedmon, and now they won't have a backup center. What if they traded Dedmon for another backup center? Like I don't know why he's acting like whoever they trade Dedmon for is just gonna. He can't be over like 6'9".
Chris Silva's off the fucking market because he's sleeping.
Well, there we go. Legend. But Frankie, like, and we know you're coming back after the All-Star break. Is there something that you see out there like where Dedmon could honestly turn into another backup center?
Well, first of all, if they Chris Silva met his mom already, so he's not worth much.
Oh Jesus!
Damn.
You guys are rough tonight. God.
He still got a mohawk. I don't believe in him. I'm good.
It would be one of those trades like the redacted for Ariza, like in some pick, some sort of something to make it valuable. They don't have much to offer. It's that they rely so much on those salary fillers. There are guys like Dedmon that are just contracts for them that they have no value for another team as a player. Maybe a team's trying to get a little bit below the luxury tax or something, and Dedmon's a little bit better for them. But even that, it doesn't make much sense because the Heat are so tight against the cap too. Like OKC makes a lot of sense because they have the Heat's pick already, and the Heat can like probably maneuver something with the restrictions. They have some guys that they might want to get rid of, like Mike Muscala. But I mean, does Mike Muscala excite you that much? He's been solid. He
excites me as a backup 5.
Yeah, but those are the kind of guys like Dedmon's contract. If it's just a 1-for-1 and a draft pick, those are the kind of guys you're looking at. Like it's nothing special.
Okay, well, Frankie, I got something special.
Hell yeah!
Listen, one of our favorite segments. With one of our favorite fucking people. We have a live correspondent at Madison Square Garden tonight. She's dodging rats, homeless people, bums, and niggas and Timberlands.
A nice way to
we
talk
have
about New Yorkers.
Tiffany Meeks live from Madison Square Garden in a segment we like to call Live on the Floor.
Coming in?
Hey.
Yo, look, I'm with some Heat fans. I'm down in the dumps, y'all. I'm with some Knicks fans.
Oh, no.
Oh, man.
He looks like a Heat fan, though.
They're killing you. They say you look like a Heat fan.
You look.
Yep.
Hey, random ball guy. What part of Hialeah are you from?
Yeah, I'm about to say. That motherfucker runs a Circle K in Hialeah. I know him.
That worked at
What's up?
Sedano's.
How was the game, Tiff?
What's up? Man, I mean, it was bad, and it was good, and it was okay. Then I was like, oh no, and I was like, yes, we right here. Oh no. That's how it was.
Pretty accurate, yeah.
That's how it was. What's going on?
How'd you feel
y'all?
about Max
I'm out
Drew's
here.
performance?
I mean, y'all don't know how close I was to him. That's all I'm saying. Like,
Restraining
I
order?
was- oh, yeah, indeed. He was like,
showed
wait,
up
that's
for
Tiff?
you.
He was like, that's Tiff. Let me just move on over here real quick. Yeah.
He's
Listen,
a security.
Yeah, he did. Listen,
Tiff, tonight,
the crowd
Bam
was
Adebayo.
tight. Oh, bam. Oh,
Yeah, drip
man.
or drop, Bam Adebayo
Man.
at the Garden.
Don't
Man.
disrespect the man.
Yeah, let's come on. We got to get him he got to get his own catchphrase. I'm sorry, because he showed us everything and then some. He carried them. I'm gonna speculate. Something's not right with Jimmy. Some people say he was phoning it in. He didn't look right. He didn't look right after he fell at the beginning of the game, and then after that, he just didn't. He looked like he didn't have it. But Bam gave you everything. That's all I'm saying.
Tiff, the chat wants to know:
Yes.
Are you wearing Timbs?
Am I wearing Timbs? Hell
The chat is
no.
asking. The people are asking.
No, unless I'm stomping on some necks. I'm not wearing no Timbs. The hell? No. I live in New York. I am not New York. There's a difference.
Tiff, they also
Yeah.
want to know what you're drinking tonight.
Yeah, no, clearly.
Oh,
what did you drink?
Man, I drink nothing. I mean, I had to actually watch the game.
Okay,
But
we can talk
I-
later.
I-
I know what you did.
She was credentialed, man. Come on.
Right. I was hobnobbing. I was standing next to Spike Lee, looking over the top of him. I mean, come on. I was right there.
You told
I
him
was
to do the
right
right
Did you
thing.
go to Did you go to the locker room in the press conference?
Get him on stream.
Man, okay, so let's go ahead and cut to the chase. No locker room, and they did not come out for the press conference.
Who? He didn't.
Ooh.
Spo came out, said his little thing, left, waited. Cameraman said, yes, okay. He started packing his stuff up. He said, they ain't coming out.
Oof.
Oh, they mad. They mad.
Players only meeting.
That's a players only
Yeah.
meeting.
That's a
thing.
players
Yeah.
only meeting.
Yeah, he
Tell
said
you,
they ain't
Udonis
coming
Haslem
out.
doing
It's
his
happening,
job.
guys. It's happening.
Yeah, he said they ain't coming out. I said they ain't coming out.
That's a
Like,
tip
out?
exclusive.
I was like, out, or just like, I need to wait a little bit. He was like, they just told me to pack up the camera. They ain't coming. I said,
Man, they mad at Tyler for getting run over by RJ all night.
man. RJ
Tiff.
looked at him. RJ looked at him and saw freedom.
Tiff, hey, Tyler said it's Black History Month. I can't stop this man from getting what he
Right.
needs. You know what I mean?
I gotta let him get his reparations off. And he did. I said, RJ going right. He ain't never went right in his life. He saw Tyler and was like, watch this.
Tyler
First
was
of
like
all,
Viggo
it's-
Mortensen in the Green Book.
Ooh, you wrong for that.
Wow. That's
Yeah.
a
You
stream
wrong
beat
for
joke
that.
if I've ever heard one.
You wrong for that.
I've also
let
never
me-
seen it, so I don't know.
But let me, you don't need to.
Yeah.
But let me ask you a question. I live in New York. There's a CVS on every corner. Julius Randle can't get a comb. Like,
Oh
I don't
my
understand
God.
what's happening. Yo, I
You got no
thought
Rite
he
Aids
was-
no more?
Yo, I thought he was the descendant
CVS
of Morgan
Max.
Freeman. He looked so bad. I said, this man. Man, yo. We lost, though.
Yeah.
He
That's
need,
all I know.
Yeah. Multiple
That's all
chances
I know.
too. Multiple
We did.
chances.
We did.
I
I
should have sent you out there with a relaxer kit.
Man, it'll probably burn. He's been scratching his scalp all night. Nah, that's a black joke if y'all don't get it. It's black.
He got
History Month.
he got a whole New York City rat in his hair, like a legit.
I
Oh.
do gotta be honest. Like, he's past the point of the comb being able to fix him. Like, the comb don't stand a chance against that shit.
No,
Can you imagine how that sounds?
He need,
Nah.
Yo, he need them yard.
It was sound like 4th of July. He tried to
What-
comb that shit
What's
out.
the thing you edge the part of your grass with?
You need a
That thing.
pitchfork.
Just saying. But listen, all I know is, man, something going down. They ain't come out. I don't know.
I don't see any of the. I'm looking through the Twitter accounts for the beat writers. No one's reporting anything about this.
They're watching
I-
Hangover
Bro, we
Time
got the
like
tip
Garcia.
exclusive. Fuck you talking
Unless
about?
they listen,
Exactly.
unless they come, if they don't come out 2 hours from now, because homeboy packed up. He said, "Oh, they told me to pack up my camera." I said, "Oh,
Hey,
am I leaving?"
They might come out later if they're doing a players only. They could still come out, but they might not come out for very much later.
Tiff,
Or
go
they'll
see
take
if
the fine.
It's not like it.
Tiff, go see if RJ leaving with his 40 acres and a mule. He got
Yo,
that shit off
yo,
of
the
Tyler's
crowd,
back tonight.
the crowd was chanting for him. I said, "Oh,
Yeah.
y'all fancy in here.
Who
Okay,
done?
y'all
Who
got
done?
fans and whatnot."
This is what I will say
Auburn
though
looked
about the no press conference thing. Shout out to Tim for the free tickets and no work. You gotta always appreciate that.
It's a good
Tiff
shout.
got her reparations from Ethan tonight.
I sure did. I had my feet up. I said, "Oh, I got arm room to stretch." Y'all, I was walking through there like I was like somebody. This old man said, "Excuse me, kid, but you can't be out here." I turned around. I said, "Kid, I got a whole mortgage, son. What's happening?"
He said, I grew up with RJ Barrett. I'm a grown man.
What did I miss? Anything I need to chime in on that y'all talked about the game?
No,
What I miss?
G opened up the show apologizing
Cheers.
for his Kyle Lowry
Oh,
fandom.
man.
So I do want to ask Tiff this because you saw it up close and personal. Because I came to the conclusion that Kyle's body's just telling him it's time to retire. Would you
It
agree
is.
with that? Yeah.
It is. I honestly, I'm not gonna lie, and I'm being real. He looked bad. He looked
Yeah.
real
Yes,
bad.
another TIFF exclusive. He looked bad.
But I do genuinely
No.
think it's just his body's just
It
like
is.
he has nothing left.
Yo, he had it's like that first 2 minutes of the game, he can sprint and spurt and just this and that, and then all of a sudden, he just slows down. And when I saw Grimes or whatever that kid's name is
Grimy.
drive past him
Quentin.
like 3 times, Quentin 3 times in a row, I was like, it's gonna be a long night. Yeah,
Kyle's just
he-
like the rest of us. To give you 2 minutes and that's it.
Whoa,
The rest of
Frankie,
us-
you
Whoa,
gotta bring your
whoa,
sex
whoa.
life in the shit.
Mm,
I meant we out of shape.
No.
Oh, okay, I'm
yeah,
sorry.
Oh, okay.
Wait,
No,
Tiff,
but
you heard what I heard with 2
I heard
minutes.
I heard what
Whoa,
you
whoa,
heard.
whoa.
I mean,
Relax.
No, but for
I
real,
understand. I'm just saying we
um,
got to bring it up in front of
He
company.
He
Hey
looked-
man, everybody
he
has their
looked
off nights.
bad.
It's cool.
Yeah, well, Calder had a
yeah.
few.
Kyle got an off season.
He got
Yeah.
man, but I
I wanna talk about
do
basketball,
feel
but-
I do feel bad. I feel bad for him, like because that decline is happening right in real time. Yeah,
I think he need a goddamn break. Like he needs like 3 weeks.
he had a
off.
break.
No, he does need a break. He needs to take like 2-3 years.
He was
off.
hurt. It wasn't a break.
He need to go to LA in exchange.
Just go to
for
China.
Marcus
Go play in
Morris.
the China League or something.
y'all,
China League.
no. Listen, it. Hopefully, if there is nothing happening and there's a players only meeting, maybe they get some things together. Maybe they figure it out. Cause
Maybe they're trying to figure out this whole Netflix password situation.
Well, they
They're on a
really need to
long
figure
road
out-
trip, you know.
they need
Maybe
to
it's
get
like
Duncan
a fucking
back.
like a game of Heat Survivor. They're like voting someone off.
Talking
Ooh,
Last
that would
of
be
Us.
I
fun.
know.
Oh.
That would be cool.
that's not gonna be fun. That's gonna
Who's
be
the weakest
sad.
link?
That's gonna be quick.
You-
Deadman, go ahead and
I don't
Oh,
know.
y'all,
I think
wait a
I think
minute,
you know
wait a
it's
minute.
February. Duncan Robinson, I think, is the first one to go.
Y'all, speaking of dead men, y'all, I'm trying to take pictures on the court. Who comes to the court? And he's like in my shot. Every time I turn around, there goes his face. Boom, boom, boom. Dribbling, doing this, doing that. And I'm thinking to myself, if you only knew who I was.
Every time he hit a shot, you should be like, cease and desist. Cease and desist.
He would have had to hit a shot though.
Oh,
Hey, there
you've
we
been
go.
out there all night.
Tiff might get a chance to.
Yo,
Tiff,
it was
you gonna-
so funny. Y'all,
Tiff,
y'all,
you
I'm
gonna
just
stick
gonna say it
around?
again.
You gonna stick
I was
around
so
for our
close.
Black History segment?
Man, I mean, as long as the internet hold up, I'll hang around.
Well, let's do it now then, because
All right, do
Yeah,
it,
the
do
only
it.
thing I just I'll mute your mic because
Okay.
when you're on the phone,
Mute me.
it'll
Yeah.
it'll bleed.
Yeah, mute me.
All right, you want to
All right.
announce it, Alf?
Yeah, because listen, it's February, it's Black History Month, second year in a row. We felt like we had to do something because usually the majority of the show is black, Well, it is too because we consider Brass black. So once again, Brass, don't worry about it. We'll talk about it later at the meeting.
Yeah, you play the saxophone. You black as hell.
Yeah, you
Players.
Brass
I don't
black
play
as shit.
saxophone.
Your name is
Close
Brass
enough.
Jazz.
It's trombone.
You black as
See,
fuck.
I'm white again.
But
Big
anyway,
difference. That's the white one. Yeah.
let's get to one of our favorite segments, Black in Time.
I have a dream that one day this nation will rise up and live out the true meaning of its creed.
Looking Black in Time.
Ray Charles was born Ray Charles Robinson, September 23rd, 1930 in Albany, Georgia. He was a pianist, singer, composer, and band leader billed as the Genius. Charles was credited with the early development of soul music, a style based on a melding of gospel, rhythm and blues, and jazz music. Ray began his music career at age 5 on a piano in a neighborhood cafe. He began to go blind at age 6 and had completely lost his sight by age 7. He left school at 15 to play the piano professionally after his mother died from cancer. Over his long, legendary career, Ray Charles was a recipient of many national and international awards. He received 13 Grammys, including a Lifetime Achievement Award in 1987. In 1986, Charles was inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame and received a Kennedy Center honor, and he was awarded the National Medal of Arts in 1993. Not just an accomplished musician, Charles appeared in several blockbuster films throughout his legendary career. Ray Charles' extraordinary story was the inspiration for many other blind artists that came after him, including the Blind Boys of Alabama, the great Stevie Wonder, and of course, referee Tony Brothers.
This was another edition of Looking Black in Time.
Yo,
Wow.
when I saw Tony Brothers,
He had a cane.
Oh God, that was the
What
best
about
one
Type?
we've
Type
ever
was
done.
We're about to get another cease and desist from that.
All the 5 reasons people are like, what the fuck was that?
History.
I do want to point out something about Ray Charles, and I can give this award out because it is February. You gotta Ray Charles was a wild ass nigga because for him, he used to feel women's wrists to know whether they were attractive or not. Never touched their faces. It just didn't even matter. Hey,
Yeah, we saw the movie.
yeah, just you could be ugly, just don't be fat in school.
If you got fat over your wrist bone, we all know what's happening right there.
Yeah.
Tiff.
yes.
He's grabbing Kyle Lowry.
How you get a reception on the subway? Oh, you on the bus.
I'm on a train.
You on the train? You got reception? Yeah. Oh shit.
Yeah.
But
Tiff got good train money.
That was Black in Time. It's a anthology series that we've done the last 2 months. I thought Black History was banned in Florida. You're correct.
It's a loophole. Correct. I'm producing from New York.
Yeah. So we went around DeSantis' rules.
And the internet streams globally, so there you go.
Listen, we're at 40 minutes. We want to do
hard 30, right? We said that.
I know we went past 30.
Some people want an encore.
Listen, I think they've been playing well lately. I don't get all down about tonight. I'm not one of these people that oh my God, they lost to Charlotte, I'm gonna kill myself. Y'all need to calm the fuck down, man. Literally, fucking keep shit in check. All year, I'm just personally, all year I've said there are 5 or a 60. This is exactly who the fuck they are. You guys need to set your expectations to a certain level, and they don't get all fucking frazzled over a loss to Charlotte. We
played the Knicks.
Well,
we played the Knicks.
I know, but it was a Charlotte loss that everyone
but that
lost
was
shit over.
Oh, okay. Nice save.
I know. No, listen, I know this a Knicks loss. But the Knicks are okay. You lost by 2 to the Knicks in Madison Square Garden
without Brunson. while Bam was having.
No
We
one
didn't have
Robinson
Victor
doesn't count.
Oladipo.
We
What
didn't
are
have Kyle Lowry.
Are we gonna keep doing this shit?
Yurt's
Kyle
coming
Lowry?
back soon.
No, but you know what
Save
though,
us.
Alf? I will say though, Alf, this loss was pretty bad because the Heat savior Cam Reddish was on the bench also. Like they didn't have to deal with him. So I mean, you know.
Yeah,
Twitter
Kenny's
legend.
arguing with people that say Cam Reddish going to turn the season around.
At me, bro.
Speaking of
He's
turning the
arguing
season
with
around,
Cam Reddish.
let's
He's
turn
not
the
playing.
show around
Cam Reddish burgers.
with
Yeah.
one of our favorite segments, looking around the NBA, what they doing.
Higher?
Over
We
there.
got that right, Brian?
Trade Moose.
Yep.
What they doing over there. Oh, yeah. Oh, shit. What they doing over there?
I need that ringtone.
All right. What was this pass from Draymond here?
Ooh.
No, that was a dope pass. Like,
Yeah, that's nice.
one shoe and then a behind the back. Oh my God, Magic
sick.
Johnson wishes.
You're bored with basketball, tired of winning,
Yeah.
gotta mix it up.
That
Oh, look at
transition.
that
though.
transition. That was pretty nice.
Ooh,
Oh, one of the worst lob passes
Pelicans.
in the history of the NBA.
Maybe the Pelicans too athletic. Next after this.
I've seen Kyle do that 3 times a game. That's not
Old news.
What is Harden doing here?
it.
What the fuck is that? He got what he deserved.
That man finally decided to play defense.
Oh,
Podcast we're gonna talk
Oh
about
my
sports, the NBA,
People playing for their lives, just their livelihood.
crazy stories,
I know one of my friends got kicked by a kangaroo.
a little bit of fashion, a little bit of movies.
I'm just
fucking
gonna wear what
guy.
I always wear, because I'm always fly.
God.
At the end of the movie, he has to go home.
A little bit of business. Slow progress is better than no progress. And
With this
stay
one,
motivated.
he
Figure out a way
cancel
how to
all
stay motivated
podcasts.
through all of this.
Stay locked in.
Stay locked in.
I've never seen this.
He's the biggest scrub in the family.
The NASA's coming out with his own analysis.
God.
Hey, Brian, you better get this together. That receipt airline. Look, he mad. Look at him. You sick.
fuck that dude. He's got to be a man and do that shit behind a keyboard.
Yeah.
Can't do
That'd
it to
be
an actual
weird.
face like that.
Oh my God. What?
God.
What? Yo, why are the Lakers so dramatic?
They're the most dramatic team in a game with the Celtics.
It's something about the LeBron.
The Lakers are like if a bunch of drama kids
Oh.
put together a squad.
Yeah.
And here's LeBron just slamming into Brunson.
Steamrolling.
CTE.
Look at
Yeah, when
Oh,
someone
God.
taps
This
LeBron.
one was
Woohoo.
This is for you, Cleveland.
Cleveland, this is for you.
The best part about that,
him doing linebacker drills.
the referees apologized for that foul call.
Oh my
He
God.
traveled before that.
Yeah.
True.
Look, he traveled.
One.
For sure.
He
I mean,
traveled.
he does get that's a
He,
foul. But-
he traveled first.
But this
Look,
is the most
1,
hilarious
2,
part.
3.
Oh
This is the
yeah.
he
most
had to
hilarious
gather.
part coming
That
up
was a
here.
gather.
This here.
This is
This was
legendary.
amazing though. This was amazing.
Patrick Beverley's a fucking gift. I'm just gonna
That-
say this,
that right
this
there,
season
that's iconic.
he is fucking killing it in the memes this year.
You know that's gonna be like a legendary highlight. Like that will outlive him.
Just incredible.
My favorite thing about Pat Beverly is he's so old school. Like he didn't go to look for somebody's phone that had a video. He's like, who got a camera?
Who's got the cannon?
Where's the old who got a camcorder?
You know, I gotta say something. So,
got the
so I
camcorder.
was in Cleveland the last few days, and
Sorry.
I want to say
Sorry.
Yeah, you know, I kind of understand Cavs fans burning jerseys now.
Cold?
Yeah, it keeps them warm.
Yeah.
And there's just nothing else to fucking live for out there. I will say it's actually kind of a fun place to visit. They got some really cool museums. Rock and Roll Hall of Fame's fucking awesome. They have the Christmas Story house. That was fucking unbelievably cool. I grew up on that fucking movie. It was great.
Why
they have some cool
did
shit.
you not upload the pictures of you at the Christmas Story house?
I didn't want to do it for this. People don't need to do a fucking
PowerPoint.
Yeah, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. And then I went up to, I saw the Pro Football Hall of Fame. On the way, I did go to Akron to see the birthplace of one of the greatest NBA players of all time, Steph Curry. And then, just kidding, we went up there and we saw someone who's one of the best in their field, an absolute killer, went to their childhood home, Jeffrey Dahmer, who lives like 3 minutes from there.
You slave
Netflix superstar.
Yeah. And then we went to LeBron's high school and St. Vincent St. Mary. We saw the I Promising, all that shit, and saw his mansion. That is just, is he ever there? Because why? Why would he ever go there again? It's fucking Cleveland. There's nothing there. It's a ghost town. Oh, Akron. Yeah, no, it's a beautiful place.
Like, who goes back to Akron?
I don't know. But imagine losing LeBron twice. Woof.
Yikes.
We lost him
Brutal.
once. We still haven't recovered.
Nah. Fuck that
Fucking draft picks for his 4th, 5th, and 6th year.
Yeah, that's the worst part.
That's
the worst part.
Not one, not two.
Not two.
That man gave us a bad napier and said, "Fuck this, I'm out."
But you saw what he did talking about. That's the best player in the draft. I can't. People wonder why we don't like LeBron.
He's the worst. He's the worst.
He knew what he was doing.
And it's those draft picks for that extension. Then having us draft Shabazz Napier.
He also told Kyle not to come here. So is he the worst?
He also stopped.
That was when Kyle was good.
That was prime Kyle.
See what bothers me more is stopping Pau Gasol.
The worst part is that I went on the 5 on the Floor podcast and I owned Ethan over the whole Kyle Lowry debate just for Kyle Lowry to spit in my fucking face over the last few games.
And not only did he spit, he hawked.
There was a little bit of snot in there. It was disgusting.
Yeah, he went back deep. He fucking got all back like fucking like a fat boy doing beatbox. And just spitting in my fucking face. Fucking Kyle Lowry.
So next game, we got a couple games on the road trip left.
No, honestly, that Cavs win was huge. Tonight sucked. Tonight would have been a really good game to get. But what are they playing Milwaukee on Saturday? Is that what's happening?
Yeah.
Milwaukee, Indiana, and then it gets a little soft before it gets difficult again. Right before the break.
Dude.
We had to get Indiana right as Tyrese Halliburton comes back.
Yep.
But I will say the most important thing that came from tonight is that Bam Adebayo is an all-star.
Hey, now.
Yeah.
That's all that matters.
Good times.
It literally is the most important thing that came from tonight. This season, okay, Brass, I want the solo shot.
Whoa.
Get myself together. I know because I'm the Heat positivity guy. Alf doesn't think the Heat and the front office can do any wrong. I'm gonna share with you guys a very personal admission. This is hard to do. The Heat aren't winning a title this year. Yeah. I know. It's hard to hear. The Heat aren't winning a championship this year. I know. Coming from me, it's hard to hear. It's like, Alf, you're the last bit of positivity left. If you've given up, there's no hope left. I understand. But the Heat are not winning a title this year. Everyone just needs to wrap their heads around it. And that's okay, guys. It's okay. It's okay to enjoy sports and your team, even if they're not going to win a championship. But what I will say, the moral of the story is, the most important thing is, Bam Adebayo is an all-star. Like, find the little things. This is a life lesson, okay? Find the little things in life, the small things you can hold on to. Dwayne Dedman sending us a cease and desist right before his fucking whole brand goes in the toilet. It's hilarious. It's a little thing to hold on to. Haywood Highsmith, me fucking talking shit about him all year, and him being one of the best shooters on the team. A little thing to hold on to. Okay? And Bam Adebayo, as much shit as Heat fans talk about this man, that man is an all-star. A little thing to hold on to. These are the things, guys, right? We just take those things with us. In a year, they're not going to win a title. They're not. The best thing you can hope for is that, they fuck up Milwaukee in the second round or the first round or some shit like that. They're not going to win a title. But Bam Adebayo is an all-star. Take me out, Brass.
Someone clip that so we can play that on the receipt segment when we win the fucking title.